This video is all about pencil control. The first exercise is pencil gradients. So I've drawn out these bars or these rows, and now doling one side, I'm going to draw a gradient starting from dark to light. Start by pushing down on your pencil. Try to fill up this bar with a nice shade. And as we go further down the bar, we're going to ease up on that pressure and start to make it a little bit lighter. So you can see it's lighter, but it's still very obvious where that line is of where it gets lighter. So what I'm gonna do is go back and forth over that line to sort of smooth it out. You're going to be going back and forth over the pencil that you have drawn. Don't push too hard, because if you push too hard, it's going to make marks into the paper. And then I do the same for 4B, 2B, and HB. What you'll start to notice is that the higher number pencils are a lot softer and not quite as sharp. You can see this 2B is quite sharp, and it's a lot thinner than the 8B or the 4B. And here's another exercise that I like to do using gradients in different shapes. So I will draw out a rectangle, a circle, or a cone or whatever, and I will draw an arrow that indicates where the light source is, and then I will shade it from dark to light. For these next couple of exercises, we're going to draw some boxes. The first is called the pencil flick. So I'm using the 4B. It's a little bit soft, but it's not too soft. Start by putting the pressure down and then letting it go a little bit. This makes the start of the line thick, and then it sort of tapers off and gets thin at the end. The next exercise is light to heavy. So starting very light or starting heavy, whichever one you want to start first. Draw the line softly and then start to put down the pressure. Every time I move over to the left side, the line is very soft and light, and anytime I move over to the right side, it's heavier and darker. Next are little spirals. So we're going to start by putting these small little spirals closer together, then they're going to get bigger and further apart, filling up the entire box. We're going to do the same thing, but now with short lines. This is practice for different ways that you can shade. Sometimes to create an interesting texture, you might need a spiral line, or sometimes you might just need a straight line. Or maybe to make freckles on the skin, you would put in little dots. So we're doing the same thing, starting with small dots and then moving on to bigger dots and filling up this entire square. The next one is drawing various lines at different angles. Now for this one, the line is a bit longer. I'm holding the pencil further to the back so that I have more range of motion in my arm rather than my wrist. So the motion of these lines is coming from my arm rather than my wrist. It takes a bit of time to control to make sure that you don't go out of the box. Sometimes you'll go over. This is a good exercise to control your arm when you are drawing longer lines.